Greetings, everyone. Today I'm going to be starting a new segment for my channel, Weird Weekend Uploads. What do I mean by weird? Well, I'm going to be let's playing, or at least playing through games that are obscure, wacky, and downright blah. And starting off is this game, Mario is Missing. Yeah, Mario is missing, and oh my god, look at that Yoshi sprite. Look at his neck area. Wrong. Yeah, so, and Mario just fell down a trap door, leaving Luigi off to rescue him. And that's right, folks, before the likes of Luigi's Mansion, we had this game. And why am I playing this game, you may ask? Well, you have to see it to believe it. And see, that Yoshi sprite was much better than the one in front of the castle. Yeah, where to begin with this game? Oh, jeez Louise. What is this game anyway? Well, believe it or not, this game is an educational game. That's right. This is meant to teach kids about history and geography and all that fun stuff. And why am I playing this? Well, admittedly, I played this when I was young. Boy, I'm getting old. I remember seeing this at a Blockbuster around some time ago, and you might want to try it out. You know, it could be fun. You know, Luigi getting his own little solo adventure for once. So I put it into my Super Nintendo, and yeah, I mean, I went to the end. I mean, it's not a hard game. In fact, you can't die, period. Oh, it looks like you might be able to die by touching those Koopas, but no, you can't. They just go right by you. It's like, okay. Yeah, but again, I stuck with it, and oh my god. I'm doing this again for the last time. This will be the last time I play this game ever, because, well, you have to understand, Luigi's first outing solo was meh at best. It's like, oh my god, did this really exist? Yes, it did. Yes, oh, I can't even form proper words to describe this thing. And I'm just showcasing this to you because you have got to see it to believe it, that this thing actually existed. I mean, it is the year of Luigi, but you gotta take the bad with the good, I guess. But I haven't even gone to the actual game itself. Alrighty then. Alright, let's see. Educational game. Alright, it was first released in 1992 using floppy disk format for MS-DOS. Jeez Louise. Floppy disks? Wow. Oh my god, that was 11 years ago. And we progressed to the digital age, using downloads and USB drives. And CD-ROM still, but wow. Floppy disks and DOS? Wow. Alright, but a year later, 1993, the CD-ROM Deluxe Edition and console versions were released. Yeah, this thing actually was on the console. I believe I said this already with the whole history, my brief history. Yeah, it was released for the Super Nintendo and the NES. And you're pretty much asking, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Well, here's the plot, if you can call it a plot. Now, this is from the instruction booklet first, so... Oh no, Bowser and his bad boys are back to a life of crime. This time it's not Mario World, it's your world, our world, the Earth. Oh no! From his Antarctic castle, Bowser hustles his cold-blooded crew of cantankerous Koopas into his powerful passcode-operated remote transport and larceny system, or portals. The Twisted Turtles transport themselves throughout the globe, where celebrated cities suffer shell-shocking crime waves, and Turtles trash landmarks and loot ancient artifacts. With dough from his slimy scales, Bowser hoards hairdryers from the Have to Have It hotline. His plot? melt Antarctica and flood the planet. Whoa! And here's Mario's fate. Will the brave brothers from Brooklyn permit this abominable snow plan? The boys say not. Mario, Luigi, and Yoshi trek across ice and snow to the shelled one schemes. What the? But Bowser's slick. In one last trick, he takes the dearest thing of all. Mario is missing. So now it's Luigi's mission. Luigi must stop the Koopas, foil Bowser's plan, and find Mario. Sneaking into each portal, Luigi is transported to a city in trouble. There, Luigi needs to nab each Koopa, grab its loot, and return the artifact to its proper landmark. Along the way, Luigi explores the city, chat with the locals, read maps, and solve puzzles. Help him do this before time runs out. Once he figures out where he is on the globe, Luigi must use the globulator to call Yoshi. Only after Yoshi scares Pokey away can Luigi return to Bowser's castle and lock the portal for that city. Okay, so yeah. Basically, the plot is Bowser needs to flood the earth using hair dryers from Have to Have It mail order. And in order to buy the hair dryers, Bowser has his troops travel all over the world, stealing various important landmarks that he plans to sell. So basically, he's sending his minions to various locations, getting valuable things, and selling them for, well, money, because you gotta have money to carry out plans, you see. And, yeah, that's the plot right there. And as you can tell, I'm about to complete my first city, at least. And, yeah, the gameplay of this game is, well, pretty straightforward. What we have to do is locate 3 specific Koopas, because they have certain artifacts. And once we get said Koopa, well, we can travel to one of 3 information stations. And we have to pretty much solve a little quiz, or answer questions correctly, in order to return the item, and the information center and the place will reopen. So, yeah, that's how you learn, folks. You have to answer questions to get the right answer and all that stuff. And the thing is, though, once you get all 3 answers, you're supposed to use the... what is it called again? The globulator to summon Yoshi to the correct city so that Luigi can ride Yoshi. See, look at that Yoshi sprite. It's much better. Look at that. It has all its spines and stuff. It looks natural, right? That looks just right. Yeah, that Yoshi model, it lacked its red, I don't know what's it called, spine things. What's going on? And it looked pale too. Must be due to the cold, because remember, Bowser's castle is in Antarctica. See? In the real world, you know? Okay, so anyway, this first city I visited and got the stuff back was, let's see, Rome, Italy. So yeah, I had to get back the Gladiator Spear, the Sistine Chapel. How do you steal a ceiling painting? I mean, you have to basically rip the... it's an educational video game. Why do I think these things through? And the third item stole is the Trevi Fountain. So, yeah, again, you have to go to the right information center, answer questions correctly, and, yeah, and then summon Yoshi and, well, save the day. Now, I don't know if it's possible to just skip the whole thing and just summon Yoshi if you know exactly where you are. I don't think the game will let you, but I haven't tried it out of curiosity, because I just want to get this game out of the way, you know? Alright. Now, throughout this playthrough, I went to GameFAQs and looked up a guide on the location of certain Koopas, because not every Koopa will have the item. Again, it's only 3 specific Koopas. And, well, tracking them down is, well, you can either kill them all, or if you use GameFAQs, like I did, you can try and pinpoint certain ones and get the items back no problem. Now, the 3 specific ones will have different death animations, as you can say, because when you stomp on a regular Koopa that doesn't have an item, it just goes poof, like that. Nothing. However, ones that have an item have one of 3 specific death animations, like this one right here. It just exploded like that. And then we could just pick up the loot and be on our way. And if you're wondering, what's with the Princess Peaches in the information center and why are they all blue? I don't understand it, folks. I don't understand it myself. And you see right here, those are regular Koopas that just go poof because they did not have any items. See, poof. Come on. And of course, you can move up and down the street, but you have to make sure you're on the sidewalk and not on the street itself, even though there are no cars in the area, because remember, this is an educational game, and they're also teaching you traffic safety, unbeknownst to everyone, because you don't want to become street pizza, you know? Again, another regular, and alright, this one just became flat and deflated up in the air and disappeared. Yeah, that's the second death animation if a Koopa has an item. So, yeah. Again, I'm trying to rely on game facts and all that stuff so I can get this done as quickly as possible. And we're going to be here for about 6 or so parts. That's my best guess. Alright, where's item number 3? Yeah, for my strategy in this playthrough, I'm going to get all 3 items at once and then go to the respective information centers. Now, as you can see here, that Koopa just broke apart into little bitty pieces, and that's the 3rd way a Koopa that has an item can die. Yep, so now that I've gotten all the artifacts back, it's time for me to just go to an information center, make sure I present the right item, because there are times that you go to an information booth and you're like, oh, sorry, I don't want that information. And what you have to do is pause, make sure you select or highlight the right item, and then talk to said person. I mean, if you're not completely sure, you can just get the information. So, yeah. See, there's a brick for the Great Wall of China right here. Because, and I have to highlight said brick, see? And of course, you use the A button to talk, and then answer questions, and yeah, again, if you see me, like, pausing on a certain screen, that means I'm trying to look up the answer, well, at least on GameFAQs, because, yeah. Alright, whoop-de-doo, Great Wall of China. I mean, yeah. And you might be wondering, what's with all the townsfolk? Why are all these people there? Well, let me tell you who these people are, in fact. Let's see here. The, old guy, that looks like a professor is actually known as the Professor. Yeah, he talks about the general geography of the area with a smarmy attitude. There's also a police officer, and tells you not to do certain things in the city and act like the ultimate classroom cop. It acts like the ultimate classroom cop, sorry. See, there's a kid that'll be skipping along the street, and it's like, whines about his life and how his parents won't let him do something you don't care about. And yeah, just ignore him. He's just there for... Why? Why is he there? I don't know. There's a businesswoman that dresses all businesslike, and they just threw in this businesswoman because I guess they female empowerment? I'm not sure. Alright, and then there's this tourist that's whatever. Yeah, these people are completely and utterly worthless. Just follow this playthrough and you'll be fine. In fact, I'm pretty sure there are other playthroughs somewhere on YouTube. It's just that I'm a bit lazy to look them up. I think YouTube user playing with my Wii has played this game, if I recall. I could be wrong. My memory's a bit shoddy. I haven't checked this channel in a while. Hey. Blah, blah, blah. See, there's a tourist right there. Looking all tourist happy and think that's a camera, and I think he has a big belly, too. Because tourists are lazy and stuff. And notice that you will encounter the exact 5 people, well, 6 if you, correction, 8 people if you include the 3 Princess Peach clones throughout the information centers. It's like, yeah. Graphical limitations, I guess, but I mean, it makes sense if, well, this game was also released on the NES, so I can understand that, but this is the Super Nintendo and CD, but, still, I'm a little perplexed. I don't know. Ugh. Yeah, basically the goal is that Luigi is trying to close up portals to these cities and prevent the Koopas or Bowser and his goons to, well, cause chaos. We retrieve the 3 artifacts and blah 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 blah, the end. And each time that you successfully complete a city, you are rewarded with a password, so it will allow you to, well, continue onward if you decide to just end the game and do something else for whatever reason, go to school or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, passwords. Man, relics of the past. You know, by this time, there were definitely cartridges that can save information, you know, save data. Ooh, first item. Yeah, you're probably wondering where I was last time. It was obviously Beijing, China, as it talked about the Great Wall of China and, let's see, there was a Hall of Good Harvest and the Gate of Heavenly Peace. Okay. So where am I now? Well, the music might be a dead giveaway, but if you check the map, you can basically point out certain things, certain landmarks, as it were. For instance, I am definitely somewhere in Africa, and there are no Africans around. This is not politically correct, folks. This is wrong. Again, it's the same 5 people. But then would they put the same 5 people in blackface? That would be wrong in itself. People would be offended about that. And, yeah. And again, you're asking, why am I playing this dribble? You have to see it to believe it. It is the year of Luigi, after all. And, yeah, Luigi's first solo outing. Education. Alright. But, Bowser changing things up, you know? Not taking over the Mushroom Kingdom. Going to our world. The real world. And that was an interesting concept back in the Super Mario Bros. 3 cartoon. Oh boy, I remember that cartoon fondly. Yeah, there were a few episodes where Bowser or one of the Koopalings would, or both, would cause havoc in the real world, or our world, or Earth. And, you know, have a little mayhem, you know? Let's see, I believe there were a few episodes. My mind's wandering a little bit. Let's see, there was the time, there was a time Bowser, and for the record, I'm going to use the game names of the Koopalings because, remember, in the cartoon, they had different names than their game counterparts. So, for the sake of this little topic, I'm going to talk about their, game counterparts. Well, their game names. I remember one time where Bowser and Ludwig von Koopa traveled back in time to prevent the Mario Brothers from entering the Mushroom Kingdom in the first place. That was actually a pretty interesting episode. And there was the time where Bowser and the Koopalings traveled to the to the real world to take over the world. One continent at a time. I mean, each of the Koopalings would take over a continent because there are 7 continents, 7 Koopalings, and bada bing, bada bang, that was easy. And, yeah. And there was the infamous time where Bowser kidnapped, get this, Millie Vanilli. That's right, Milli Vanilli, the controversial pop duo. Can't believe that episode existed. That was, I mean, especially in wake of the whole scandal, the music scandal. And young people, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then look it up on the internet. It's right there for you. Milli Vanilli scandal, bam. Just read about it. But still, that episode existed. Why? Alright. So, where am I, folks? Where am I? Well, based on the geography, and I did say I was in Africa, so that would put, actually, it's Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, the country of Kenya, Africa. Oh, wait, is that right? No, is that right? Kenya is a country, right? Yeah, it is a country. Sorry, my geography is a bit rusty. Perhaps that's why I'm playing this game right now, to brush up on my knowledge, you know? Because, school. So, those were the good old days. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, Peach Clone. I have to answer your stupid questions because this is ridiculous. My first solo outing and I have to answer questions. I have to save the world. But then I have to go education. Alright. That's that. Alright, time to summon Yoshi and get out of here. So yeah, this is pretty much Luigi's. Mario is missing right here, folks. 6 long parts of this. I'll try and keep it as entertaining as possible. I'll try and get through this as soon as possible. But I will only upload these things on weekends, so yeah. Anyway, see you in part 2.